Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, L.A. This is the Girl George and the Dragons radio show, and this is Girl George. And today we have one of my favorite persons in the whole world. He owns my favorite bar in the whole wide world. I still sing that song every week. Every week I sing that song that I wrote about.
Up in San Francisco?
Up in Berkeley.
Up in San Francisco? Oh, Berkeley. Oh, cool.
Berkeley.
Cool.
Berkeley. Everyone loves it.
So people are probably wondering how I got into
even though here they've never been there. So tell us about Al's Bar. This is Mark that used to own Al's Bar.
Yeah.
How did you get a hold of that building?
That's the weirdest thing. I was in the loft. I was making artwork downtown in 79, 78, 79, and working at the Norton Simon Museum, and I couldn't figure out why the art community didn't have its own radio station, its own TV station. Why weren't people talking about it at all? Went looking for a place for us to make some money and support the art community. So that building, apparently it was so rickety that it was falling down, almost falling down to time. But the lady who was selling it, I gave her $500, and she gave me 6 months to come up with the cash for the down payment. So I got some people to invest in it. We put some money down. It was cheap in those days, and we were off and running.
How much did it cost altogether?
Altogether, the building, $255,000.
That's pretty cheap.
It sold for $2.1 million a couple months ago. Yeah. Anyway, and then the art community was so small we couldn't make any money really. We had a gallery in there, and we had theater, and but it just wasn't making enough money. And then somebody suggested we get a band in there. Well, everybody loves music. Not too many people like art, so that the music supported the art community for 21 years. God bless them.
So how did you start No Talent Night?
Oh, I'm a funny guy. I just people wanted, some talent night, and I thought, we don't want talent night. We want no talent night. We don't want to stop people from coming up. So I invented it.
So how did they start throwing cups at the acts?
That I do not know. I remember what's his name? The first punk band that played there, Fear. And I was scared to death. I thought that, punk bands meant they were going to rip the place up and people getting hurt and everything. And I was in the back of this stage room, and they're up there. They walk on stage, and they look at the audience, and they goes, "You guys are fucked. This place is fucked." And then they played like a great set of music, and I was very surprised.
When I first came in there, it seemed to be all poets. It was like S.A. and Bob. And they were throwing shit at each other all the time. And heckling each other. I mean, I'd never seen poets that heckled each other. I've been around poets all my life in the coffee houses. But in L.A., at Al's Bar, the poets heckled each other.
Yeah, we had a group of literary guys upstairs, and they were fighting all the time with each other. But it was mostly in fun. I mean, it's empty cups. How can you? Can't hurt anybody.
Yeah, of course they made sure and drank the beer first.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Then they threw the cups.
Yeah.
So
and then above the bar it said occasional artist sacrifice. So
it didn't. I didn't see it.
It did.
Artist
it
sacrifice?
was written on that chalkboard above the board. You didn't know that?
Nah, probably some bartender thought it was funny. We had all.
I guess the bartenders were doing it because I've seen it more than one time up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Artist sacrifices?
Yeah, occasional artist sacrifice. He had that right on the jack bar behind the bar.
Oh, that must have been one of the bartenders.
Along with
pretty
tip
funny.
or die, of course, the neon light.
Yeah, tip or die. That's a labor sentiment.
Yeah.
Definitely leftist labor sentiment. You know.
Yeah.
These people can't.
And
they
you
don't
kept
make that
making
much
the place
money.
bigger and bigger and bigger, and we kept getting busted
No.
for having too many people. Yes, you did. You were knocking out rooms and making it bigger
I didn't
and
make
bigger.
it bigger and bigger. I just there are just other rooms we opened up to, and eventually I looked up one day and there was like 300 people in the room, and we didn't. Because
I think you were only supposed to have 40 people in there.
49. That was the limit.
Yeah, that's what
people.
I thought. And then they cut
one room, one exit. That's it.
And you must have had 50,000 community service hours you had to take care of.
No, I got 1,200. I got 1,200 community service hours, which is more than. I forgot his name. He lied to Congress. He got 1,200 hours. I got 1,600. He got 1,200.
Is that a record? Is that a record?
I have no idea. They just wanted to, the city never really supports the art community at all. It just, hampers us the whole time. They just hamper you. So
how did the plays get started in there? You had that theater in there. I was in one of the plays.
Oh, yeah.
We had that Sonora Town thing.
Oh, yeah. We had people in the hotel that wrote plays and were actors, and they wanted to do something in there, and I said, sure, let's go do it. We did a musical. Loft Maiden. Do you remember Loft Maiden?
No, I was only in that one. I was only in it because he had written it for Sandy Duncan's Eye, and he didn't want to do it, so they said, have George do it for it, which is written for a guy, but, they put a patch on me and it worked fine.
When Sonora, you were in Sonora Town?
I was in Sonora Town as one of the 3 traveling musicians was the guy from Pop to Fame, the bass player.
Okay.
You don't remember?
I didn't. No, I don't.
Yes, I was one of the 3 musicians. Well, I've got a video of it. It's up on YouTube.
Sure. I'm sure you do. You took a lot of videos in there.
Well, I didn't take it. Somebody gave it to me. The Spanish guy that played the star in that movie, some friend of his made it, and he gave it to me. So I've got most of it. I think the last end they ran out of tape or something. But I've got most of it, and it's up on YouTube. I got everything else.
So we got the 13th most popular bar in America on Bars R Us or something,
Why 13? We should be number 1.
Yeah, I know, but hey, I'll take 13. That's okay.
Well, that's cool. 13's a good number. Kind of goes with punk. So how long did Al's Bar go? How many years?
21 years.
21 years, my
21
goodness.
years. Man, I was exhausted when I finished.
I left L.A. in
OJ trial.
1995, so it ended after I had already left.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. It ended in 2001. And the OJ trial was on.
I came back up to Berkeley. When Wendy went to college, I came back to Berkeley because she went to Berkeley. Huh?
You went to Berkeley with her?
She
went to Berkeley?
I didn't live with her, but she was going to Berkeley. I didn't want to be around her. Well, actually, I talked her into going to Berkeley so I could come back here because it's my hometown.
Oh.
Old elephants go home to die.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
And this is my hometown, so I wanted to come back here. The weather's better.
Do you remember the Ry Cooder? Do you remember the Ry Cooder show?
No.
Ry Cooder and Frank Frost? Packed to the max. And nobody, fire marshal, nobody came in and busted us, but there was like 400 people in there. It was, we made Rolling Stone on that one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
well, we never got busted on No Talent Night. It was always on the weekend. You guys would get
there's
busted.
not enough people.
And then we'd go back down. Could only have 40 people in for a while, and then we had to start all over again.
Yeah.
Build it back up again. I think we built it back up again about 10 times after they busted.
Easily 10 times. There was one time there's 2 guys from East L.A. came over to celebrate their birthday, and they was over and they got really drunk, and the ABC came in and gave them both tickets and gave me a ticket for being drunk in a bar. And they had planned to take a cab home. They had planned the whole thing. They want to get fucked up, take a cab home, they'd be safe, no one would be hurt. They got busted.
Oh, great.
So, you know, it was...
well, my favorite all-time act there was Fish Karma. Fish Karma.
Oh, I know you. You love Fish Karma. This is a very bright guy.
I love Fish Karma. His birthday's the day after mine. He's in Arizona now. He's on Facebook. He's been on my radio show here, and now he's got up on YouTube. He's got all of his old hits are finally up there, like Swap Meet Women.
Is he still writing songs?
Huh?
Is he still writing songs? Or no?
Yes, he is. He was a school teacher for a long time, but now he's not a school teacher no more. But he was still doing the songs on the weekends, and now he's back doing the songs really, you know, anti-American shit, you know, anti-bullshit stuff, you know, his same old shit.
Yeah. Well, it's good.
He's in Arizona, doing well.
Well, he was like a physics major, wasn't he? Big science guy?
He ended up teaching second or third grade for about 10 years.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just a sweet guy. The kids probably liked him.
Yeah, well, he's funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
So now he's doing, I think, just grading papers, so he's not actually teaching anymore, so he can get more bizarre out there without you know, the straight people getting all uptight about their teachers being crazy.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out of school by now, singing those songs.
If they heard some of his stuff about Jesus and God, they sure.
Oh, I know. Especially in Arizona.
Yeah.
They're kind of conservative out there, aren't they?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I would think.
Well, that's where he's from originally, and then he ended up going back there. So you got married, huh?
I did about 19 years ago, almost.
Wow.
About 19 years.
You still together?
Oh, yeah. She just finished her master's degree in history this semester.
Great. And she's writing a book about the
bar,
club
and
the hotel and everything?
Yeah, the whole thing.
That'll be great.
She's done about 5 years of the history of it already, and we're looking forward to the book.
That'll be great. There's a movie out about me, you know. I guess.
Oh, there is. Well, no, I don't.
Somebody. Well, you ever hear of Guy Clark? He's a country songwriter in Nashville.
Yeah,
okay, he wrote a song about me and Stars, which was way before I ever went to L.A. This is like in 1970, and he wrote a song about us. And some people in Nashville came out and made a documentary about me and Star. And so then there wasn't very much live stuff on stage. And so they said, well, you edit it yourself. So I put in that stuff about Al's bars in there, too. You know, with me singing on stage there was a fiddle player and stuff.
Yeah.
I put that in there, too. Being that's the best video ever made of me, ever, is that one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice that they made one of you.
Huh?
That's nice that they made one up for you.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets a little movie about themselves, documentary.
Well, there's a 2-hour movie of me. I'll put it on your site so you can watch it. It's up on YouTube. It came out pretty good. So that's why I started doing this radio shows, because I figured there's all these crazy, bizarre, wonderful people that I've known over the years all over the world, and now they're all my friends on Facebook, so this way I can make a little documentary of each one of them, you know, as much as I can do, you know.
All right,
talk
just
to them for a half hour
for,
about where they come from and put pictures of them up there and stuff.
Okay, well, just get me down as a conceptual artist, and the bar was an art idea. An economic social structure is what I like to call it, and we'll be good.
Where are you from originally?
Bridgeport, Connecticut. I came out here when I was 3 months old.
Wow. Which parents?
My parents. My dad was married and had 2 kids, and he just ran off with my mother. That's all. And they went to Connecticut for a while, and then she got arthritis, and they came out to California to be in the sunshine. And then he passed away.
What kind of work did he do?
He passed away when I was 4. I think at the time he was going to school for projectionist.
Oh, so he was an artist of some sort.
Yeah.
What did your mother do?
Well, no, he's just a projectionist. No, she's just a homemaker. And then when he died, she took a bookkeeping course and bookkeep for a big family business out in Culver City junkyard. I grew up in a junkyard.
How did you get into the arts? How did you get into the arts?
I remember. I was in a group therapy out somewhere on the west side, and I was going to a photography school at the time, and I brought in some of the photographs to show, the group what I was doing, and one guy said, "Oh, that's not art. That's just nothing. Come to my studio. I'll show you stuff." So he took me to his studio, and he was doing abstract paintings, and of course I didn't understand them, so it was a challenge to try to, do one or get into it, and then that's how it started. That was like 1971. The bar didn't open until 79, so I was doing it for like 8 years before. Yeah. So
what have you been doing since you left Al's bar?
I've been writing, and I've been making artwork, and I had a couple of shows.
Who were your favorite acts at Al's bar?
Oh, acts, bands maybe.
Okay,
I love Tool. Tool was one of my favorite. They were the tightest band I've ever heard. They were just smooth as silk. And Tool and Beck was good. He did I'm a Loser at Al's bar. I think it was his second performance. His first performance was at a coffee shop down the street his parents owned. And there were 15 people at the show. Beck's doing his Loser. The first. Did he get a Grammy on that? Loser?
I don't know. I heard Nirvana played there. Were you there the night
Nirvana played there. I have that on. Somebody sent me a videotape of that. Nirvana played, and Hole played, and The Fear played, and Coolio played, and the Alcoholics played, and Los Lobos played, and Ry Cooder played, and who the hell's the name of those guys? Some psychotic bunch. They were all on SSI. I forgot the name of that band. We just had everybody from all over.
I'm sure X played and
X
Rhythm
played
Pigs.
a dozen times.
The Rhythm
Pigs played every other day. Carlos was up on stage playing guitar. Yeah.
Carlos Guitarless comes up here about every 6 months and plays.
I'm sure he does.
But he's living in L.A. again.
Is he still got diabetes?
Yep, but he's still playing.
No, that's good. Hasn't affected his hands yet?
I guess not. He's still playing. He came in and played on my birthday in October. He kept saying he was going to come down and play at the club, and he'd never show up. And then he showed up on my birthday in October, so that was really cool.
Good time.
Late. Yeah, that was a good time to show up. Surprised the hell out of him.
So how many? What kind of audience do we have here?
What?
For the
radio show?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure most of it ends up what's on YouTube. Because YouTube stays up there, and some of them have gotten 1,000 hits on them. So once I put pictures on them, then I put them up on YouTube, and they stay up there forever, and then they get 1 million hits off there. Off the radio show itself, I have no idea. It's hard to tell.
Okay. Just wondered how many people am I making a fool of myself in front of,
Oh, millions and millions and millions. And millions.
and millions? Man,
so Al's bar, when was the building first started? The bar itself?
The bar itself was 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79. 79.
No. I meant the building before. When was it built?
That was built in like 1912, 1913, something like that.
Oh, so it's 100 years old. 100 years old?
Yeah, it is now. Yeah, it is now. But,
and it was called Al's Bar when you first came in?
Yes, Alfonso Vasquez sold me the bar.
That's the name of the guy that was in our play.
Alfonso Vasquez?
That was the Mexican guy in the play was Alfonso Vasquez.
Oh, maybe
the play.
The
Sonora Town. Remember Sonora Town?
Yeah, maybe the playwright knew the story.
So you started. They started calling you Al just because the bar's name was Al's Bar, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to change no one would go to Mark's bar, so I just left it. Al's Bar. The sign was there. It seemed appropriate.
Yeah, Al's Bar is a great name.
Yeah. So I just now I got the sign, you know.
How long did Stacy work there?
Oh, she was there quite a while. She must have been there 7 or 8 years. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
How about
first
Cliff?
We had Cliff was there for about 5 years, I imagine. He's still living at the hotel the other day.
Oh, he is? You mean there's people still living at that hotel? Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
What's happening downstairs now?
It's a yoga studio and a theater.
How come it's not a bar?
I think the neighbors across the way, if you tried to put a bar there, they give you a hard time. So no one's tried yet to do it.
Oh, great. They move in because it's the hippest place in town, and then they complain that there's noise there.
Well, he moved in. He wanted to be quiet. He wanted a quiet neighborhood downtown. I don't know that. I didn't figure that one out. But he wanted a quiet neighborhood, and he called every city agency on us. Every one. It was just it's amazing. I got visited
But they moved in after you had already been going for years, right?
No. They were staying at a different place downtown. He and his wife, and he was fixing the place up and he was coming over to the bar, pretty regularly. And then when his wife came in, moved in with him, he stopped coming to the bar and started complaining. And he called everybody, absolutely everybody. Building and safety, he called the fire department, he called the bomb squad, he called the hazmat guy, he called social welfare, he called everybody on us. He's kind of the guy who wants control of his neighborhood,
Yeah.
So, we lived through it all.
Yeah, that's what's happening at the place I play at Berkeley now. It started out with just a little tiny bar, and then they took out the parking lot and built a fence around it and put bamboo around the fence so you couldn't really see through it, and put picnic tables out there and heat lamps.
Oh, sure.
So now it's 5 times as big, and you can smoke out there where you can't smoke inside the building in Berkeley.
Yeah.
So, all the kids come there because you can smoke.
And
even though it rains, they put a tent kind of thing over it so that you don't get wet. And so it's the hippest place in town now. But they kind of tore out all the buildings around it, all the houses around it. They ripped them all out, and they put in an urban farm. Have you ever seen those urban farms? Well, the whole block around it now is farms. Where they grow vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So that's really cool. We're like a block from the old Fantasy recording studio. Where Creedence Clearwater Revival, Green Day all recorded. So that's become the hip part of town now, where it used to be the ghetto, but now it's
the ghetto always turns hip. The ghetto is hip.
And then the neighbors start complaining about the noise. So they make the open mic stop at 10:30. So it goes from 7:30, 10:30, and then they just have records after that because the neighbor won't go for it.
They won't. Oh, it's too noisy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, can't
well,
they?
Nobody cares. People come just to see each other there anyway.
Yeah.
They don't really care, so they just spin records after that.
Well, can't they soundproof it somehow?
Well, most of it's outside. See, it's like I said, everybody is outside in what used to be the parking lot. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
the front door and back door are open, so the club itself is just this little tiny bar, and that's where the music is at.
In the middle of a room.
The door is open so people can go in and out.
Oh.
So it's like your patio. Remember your patio?
I do remember that patio.
Remember the
sure.
patio? Well, this place, the patio is 5 times as big as the bar itself.
Yeah, it sounds like
everybody's out there because they can smoke.
Sure. And everybody can smell it. And everybody can smell the bar. I smell the outdoors.
And you can hear it. You can hear it.
You can hear it. You can smell it. Oh, man.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of the place?
It's called the Missouri Lounge. I guess it was named after that ship. I think one of the
the USS Missouri?
ships in the war was called Missouri. I think it was named after that.
Oh, cool.
So when is your wife's book coming out? Is there a name on it? What's the name of the book?
No, she's still working on it. She's just the thesis, which is all the research, the background material on the book, is being published in the next couple of weeks. And then her and her professor are going to expand on that and write a book on based on her thesis. And then she's going to write a book on the bar.
Okay, we got about half a minute to go. It was great talking to you, Mark. We can find you up on Facebook anytime. We can find Mark on Facebook anytime. And
thank you for having me.
To you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for calling in. This is the girl, George and the Dragons radio show. And so I'd like to say adios and bye-bye and see you later, alligator. Bye.
After a while, crocodile.
Sitting in a booth up above a crowd, seems like a wizard just playing with the dial. He can make the room move, stand up and howl. Some folk call him Buzz, and some folk call him Al. Downtown Percy that knows how to night, oh yeah. Out bar, anything goes, oh yeah, oh yeah. There are no signs on U.S. Street. Gotta look to find the door. If they don't like you, they do it his. If you're hot, they